said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Gators will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Texas's offense has the ball first today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it up.
Turning it on! Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Bringing the heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. The kick is on its way. And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. Florida's offense will have its first possession of the game. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Out of bounds at the 17. Big pickup there, not only in yardage, but it gives him some breathing room. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? High the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Rides the back and leaves it. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. In the backfield, he's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the 1st down. And let's see if they go for it here. The Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Hard running there. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He's got it again. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. And the Gators will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism.
There he goes. Touchdown, Texas! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Throws to the back. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Power football with the run. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. The Gators will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Looking downfield on first down. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. He's piled up 97 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. Calls his own number.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, and getting the first down.
And with that run, he goes over 100 yards. We knew coming into this game tonight they wanted to force feed him the football. They knew to win the game, they were going to have to establish the running game and be the more physical team in the trenches. You turn around and give this guy the ball, good things generally happen, and we've seen that over the course of this game.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
And the Longhorns line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll send the back in motion. The snap sets up the throw. Looking to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Got his man out of the backfield. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. that is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Got the first down and still on his feet. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll give it to him again. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. The Gators headed quickly to the line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got enough for the first. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Florida.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Here comes the Texas offense. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on! And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. They have a ton of designed runs in the playbook for him, much like when Vince Young took over full-time at quarterback, threw for over 1,500 and rushed for another 1,000. Dual-threat guys can move the ball.
Yeah, and when you got a quarterback like that, you should have a ton of runs in there. I mean, if I'm Texas, I got a guy that's got wheels like that can burn. I would be dumb not to have this as a big part of my playbook.
And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. What a terrible, terrible shank. No return possible on this when it goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And the Gators will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses.
There he goes. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. The Gators in the hurry up.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. 8th play of the drive coming up. On the run, it's Need. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. They'll try the run. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. The Gators will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is. Gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the grab on the left. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. The give to the back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Here's a heat. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. On 1st and 10 from the 38. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run?
Beck's going for the goal line, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Dropping back, it's Blunt. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Got enough for the first. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. Running back searching for a hole. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down.
In the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. From the gun, running back gets to give. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And as we get deep in this first half, a first and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. Gets it out quickly. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Blunt. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there. But give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
One more snap coming before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's not afraid to go deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So the penalty for pass interference will allow this offense to run one more play on an untimed down.
Number 15 on the field goal.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to our men in the swamp.
The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. Let's see what he can do with the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He's got 93 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Leaves it with the running back. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. The Gators back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Here's the handoff. It's a fumble. How in the world did the offense retain possession? I don't know if it was luck or... And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give to the back. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Can't make the grab on third down, and that is a rare drop for this guy. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. He's open on the right. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense on that play, sniffing out the screen pass. They had their eye on the ball. They were able to rally to the running back, gain of no yards.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they're after him. Had to throw it before he wanted. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Makes a move. Touchdown Gator! Stealing a score on special teams. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll pull it on the read. Gets it past the marker. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Longhorns, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the 3rd quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
The Longhorns are facing 3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak for it. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down or else they are really in trouble. Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Reads it, fires complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense got him at the 27.
Well, this quarterback normally makes defenses look very silly week in, week out with his speed, but he has yet to face a defense like this. This defense accepted the challenge. They have stepped up. They have been disruptive. They have been living in the backfield all game long. That already the 3rd sack of the game for this unit.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun. Give on the inside. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw, it's Blunt. Finds the tight end. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. Under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. They'll move the wide receiver. Give to the running back. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. He's now over 150 yards on the ground and starting to put Emmitt Smith's single-game rushing record in sight.
Just feed the big fella. I mean, when you make plays, and when you break tackles, and you can keep the ball going on the ground and getting me 1st downs, I'm going to continue to feature them. If I'm the orange, if I'm the blue, it's not hard. Find that guy, give him the ball.
Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll give it to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. We've reached a break. It's Florida with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving them.
And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line. The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That's reeled in. It's Coates. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here we go. Looking downfield, it's Blunt. Good timing on the quick out. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Complete out of the backfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Gators moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw again. Got his man quickly. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Now setting up shop in the red zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The Gators trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And he tacks on the extra point. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Rushes on him. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. The give on the option. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Pressure coming. Down he goes, and that is the last thing this offense needs right now. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly, Dave.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. And it's no good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. The sure hands, it's Allen. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Direct snap. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts in the previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. The big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's got it down the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? He'll do it himself. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. There he goes. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Good completion on the out. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And the Gators will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Texas, 17.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Here's the pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Off the play fake on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Callaway. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got a man. It's Carr. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. It's third down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They punt it away on fourth down. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. The Gators backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The offense in hurry-up mode. Standing in his own end zone, looking to throw. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Now facing a 3rd and long. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Brings it in down the left side. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw. It's Blunt. Here comes the heat. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Texas, 17.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Carr. Makes a guy miss and finally brought down at about the 25. And the Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. On third down, he drops to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Walter. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. A deep throw as the clock winds down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, oh, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. the venue or the locale, when these two get together, you know the spirits are going to be flowing, the intensity will be high, and these two will be ready to write another chapter in their storied rivalry. Glad to have you with us from TIAA Bank Field, home of the Jaguars in the heart of Duval in Jacksonville, Florida. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Florida Gators, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Florida's offense will get the first swing of the game. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squad.
Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Right back to the well. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Makes the catch. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. The give on the counter. Fighting off the defender. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Takes the handoff. It's Need. Got the first down. Looking for more. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line this week.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
He leaves it with his back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
It's complete! And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. 12th play of the opening drive coming up, but now this marathon faces a 3rd and long. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Gets away from one, finds room. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z. So these are big for the resume.
Caught in the backfield. It's end goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's best. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, 1st and goal.
Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
He'll bring it out. It's Need. And the ball is loose on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the right back. And Georgia ready to go back to work. Offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with 3 lead. Great place to start for this offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gain.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Under fire. He wants it all. Just about picked off in the end zone, and that would have put a stop to this scoring threat. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's best. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. Fires to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about. This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. Pushes ahead. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass.
Strike through the air for the score. Lining up for the PAT.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Drills him with the stiff arm. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. They give it to him again. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Need. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you've played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. Rides the back on the option. The give. Picks up the first down. Oh, and what a move. What a juke. And he makes it past the mark. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Down the throw. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Catch in the middle, it's best. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense has it. They're on the move. Flying down the left side. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Gator. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
David, as a Georgia legend, when I say Florida, what comes to mind?
Ugh. I mean, that's the easiest question you've asked me yet. I mean, there's nothing that I ever liked or enjoyed about the Florida Gators. Just playing in that rivalry, you know, it's not a neutral site, by the way. It's in Jacksonville, Florida. Like, that's not neutral. It's way closer to Florida. It's way closer to Florida fans. But this rivalry, I'm telling you, every single year, that was the #1 team you wanted to beat.
A strike downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Georgia sends out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
To the ground with the back. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. And the Gators want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Gonna run it. It's Need. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Makes the catch. It's Need. Breaks into the open. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. The Gators look to keep this drive humming. The give to the lone running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. It's Blunt. Fires to the big fella. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3. The Gators are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. It's a running room. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Dogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He'll throw it. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Running behind that left side. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the...
Going for it all. Catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Using his legs, it's Need. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Gators want to move quickly. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Created some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Blunt. They're working that left side. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. First down for this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. He lost it high and deep down the left side.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He gets it down to the 40-yard line, but he's going to be a little bit short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Quickly complete. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch. And they'll have the first down. The Gators had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. And the Gators started this drive backed up in their own end, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Pope. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the single back. Quick spin on the run. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Here's a Heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And this defense is bringing the Heat another sack. Georgia lining up to punt it away. return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air, it's Blunt. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Gator! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And that is exactly what this offense needed to have happen. They had to come up with a big drive with a big touchdown here at the end of the quarter. That's going to help their confidence. They've now got the lead heading into halftime.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge of your seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Gators and Bulldogs. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Florida and Georgia plays out.
The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
If I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
Leaves it with the back. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They bring the punter onto the field now. No fair catches here, looking for room. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Hand off from the shotgun. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. The Gators are in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He'll try it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out.
Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Didn't work on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 8. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Look, it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And I absolutely love this play call. You still got a little bit of space while you're not too close to the goal line, where you can run your big tight end right up the middle of the field, run the post route, throw it up to him, let him do the rest, and get the touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. From the gun, the running back has it. Still running at the 40. Into the secondary on the right. The 20. Past attack. Touchdown, Florida. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And the returner is stopped. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. From the gun to give, looking for room. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quick release by the QB. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Hunt is in the air on 4th down. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The give out of the gun. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. The throw to the outside is complete. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Give to the single back. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. The Gators have it with a 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. From the gun, the ground game. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gator! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exit. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And he's going to try to return this one. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. grab behind the line. It's Landry. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Georgia sends out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. They'll run it from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Gators want to pick up the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They'll try to move the chains on the ground.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Blunt. It's on target and complete. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. The Gators are on the move. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. And the Gators back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Barrels ahead. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. As Florida fans like to say, come on Gators, get up and go, and they're starting to go and run away from the Dogs.
It's great to be a Florida Gator. The Gators showing off the speed now, running away with this thing in the 2nd half. You're just seeing all the talent that they've been able to recruit down in Gainesville.
Yeah, they've been recruiting talent. You think about Steve Spurrier, had such a great run with Florida as a head coach. They're taking care of business today. They're not making this look like much of a rout.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Best. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down and run. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Right on the money. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's in goal.
Yeah, David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number 1. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Trying to keep the drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Blunt. Pressure coming. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism. He's got length. He's got flexibility. You put it up.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be king of 2, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. They're going to run it. He is denied. Stopped just short of the goal line. Pushed his way to the 1 and could go no further. And they'll turn it over on downs. Looking for room. It's Landry. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Power football with the run.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. You're in the 4th quarter with the lead. Very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
The give to the tailback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And he's done everything for this offense today, running the football, so much so that he's now got 98 yards rushing. We're in the 4th quarter. One more carry, and this guy could eclipse the 100-yard mark.
They go to the ground. Runs through the tackle. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Gators will line up to punt it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a... And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Third down play from the gun. Catch in the middle. It's Pope. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. It's
a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Finds a little space. Turning it on. Touchdown, Gator. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gonna run it. It's Landry. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Works the middle of the field. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down and one that did not pay off. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Oh, and he knocks him out of the way, and he's running free. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. They're going to ride this running back. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. We reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's see what they've dialed up on third and long from the 22. Looking for a man. It's Blunt. Got his man. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 2nd and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Looking to throw. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Pope. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. It's 1st down from their own 23-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for space. It's Landry. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Timeout called by the defense. 27 seconds to go. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Uncorks it. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Complete to the right. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30. 1st down here for the offense. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Gets it out fast. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Glasses will be raised across the Sunshine State, a toast to the Florida Gators who take down Georgia in this rivalry game. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.